All right, everybody, welcome to week 25 of selling weekly Lottos. Every week, I sell options with my shares and my cash, and who's ever buying those options has the chance to win. That's what we call Lottos. All right, let's start with the disclaimers. Number one, all my positions are covered. I only sell covered calls and cash secured puts, and I don't use margin. Number two, I'm pretty much okay with getting a sign, but sometimes it hurts my feelings for like 5 minutes. All right. Number three, a new one. This is an experiment for me. Okay. It's a small portion of my account and I'm kind of testing it out. All right. And number four, another new one. I don't work in the financial industry. I don't have a finance degree. I'm not an investment advisor or anything like that. I'm just a normal guy that learned about this and am just showing my choices and my results. And then number five, this is not free money. This is risky. All investing has the chance to lose. All right. That being said, the winner this week is both of us. All right. The gambler did make about $500 using $700 or so. I provide a pretty good service. All right. But I made $676 using $146,600. That's about a 0.5% yield. Okay. Let's take a look at how it happened. All right. First position, QQQ. I sold a covered strangle on this. I'll show you the chart next. All right. About $343 is what I got in premium, but I had to sell the shares and I got a little bit of gains from the shares as well. So that total was about $558. Okay, let's take a look at the chart and see what happened. Boom! All right, so like I always say, if you're new or if you've been watching, none of these lines are technical analysis. I'm not predicting the future price. All the drawings are meant to help visualize the parameters of the contracts, okay? So you'll notice the two yellow trajectory lines, those, I start the lines where I sold the contracts and the lines end up at where they expire and the price that they expire at. All right. So the reason there's two lines there is one's a covered call and one's a cash secured put, both at the same time. You've seen me talk about Covered Strangle before. It's probably my favorite. All right. So the cash secured puts, I took those profits with that green circle there after 1 day. They crashed like 90% in a day. So that's better for me because I'm the seller. I want it to crash. All right. But the calls, they eventually got a sign. The market completely recovered, and I had to sell my shares. I was targeting that peak before it started dumping, and it actually went past it. I can't believe it. All right, imagine my surprise. And with the puts, I do want to say that normally I would have gone with the 560 puts, but this time I went with the 550 puts because I saw it crash from 620 to like 580 in 1 day, right? So I went even further out of the money and decided to be a little bit more cautious, okay? Still pretty good premium for that. All right, let's take a look at the second position. All right, oh yeah, NVDA. This one was a day trade. Actually, I sold it for about $140 and I bought it back for like $20. That's a $118 gain. All right, and let's take a look at the chart. Boom. So this one, I just wanted to squeeze out a little bit more profits, and I've been selling puts on NVDA, so when it was dipping, I sold the puts for the same week. This was Monday, and then I sold it for the same Friday. And this time there wasn't very good premium. I think because it was Thanksgiving, Turkey week, and the market lost around 1.5 days of trading. So I think the premiums were reduced. But this one, you can see that I bought it back the same day. This is a rare day trade. It crashed 85% the same day. and so I bought the contracts back. But you can notice that green dotted line there, that's showing the opportunity cost. So if I just bought 200 shares instead of selling 2 cash secured puts, I could have made over $1,000 by trading that same time frame. But with the cash secured puts, I only made 118. Okay, so some opportunity cost lost there. All right, let's take a look at the benchmarks real quick. Kapow! All right, a lot going on here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to consolidate this all. So for now, let's minimize it down to just the metrics. And you'll notice the metrics, the annualized and the averages are still going down. This is 4 weeks in a row now, guys. It's pretty hard to get 1% per week when you're trying to protect yourself from getting decimated in a correction. All right, so I've had to take less yield and less income just to protect myself from losing my whole account. Okay, I'm always going to choose protecting my gains. All right, but I do still am on pace for $72,000 or so if I can continue, and still around like 52% estimated annual percentage yield. So still pretty good numbers. All right, one thing you will notice is right at the bottom I added a unrealized section. So I don't really care for this, but people have made comments that I should include those. I wanted to put them in a place where they don't affect all the realized metrics, and so I'm putting those in there. And you can see that those Robinhood shares that caused me a loss last week, they actually gave me an unrealized gain of $6,000, more than $6,000, because Robinhood came back from, it closed the previous week at 107-ish, and then the last week it was at like 128. So, and I got 300 shares. So that's extra $6,000 in unrealized gains. I didn't sell them. I still have them. So yeah. So anyway, let's just some closing statements. Yeah, I could have just been a normal person and bought the dip and made even more profits. But the thing is, I'm not chasing profits. My priority is to protect my gains and protect my account. All right. So I'm always gonna go out of the money on puts and sell covered calls, and that's gonna lead to less wins, like a lower win, but also less losses. I'm gonna buffer myself against losses. So even though this week resulted in not as good profits, I still think I made the right choice for me at that moment in time. All right, and that's all I got to say this week, guys. So leave any questions in the comments. I will LE5 explain it like I'm 5. Any advice, any feedback, any suggestions, I'm all open to it. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day and week. I'll see you next time.